And then off. In the bar one racing Hatton's Grace Hurdle, over 2.5 miles and 10 flights, and it is Buddy 1, Zanny here, the outsider, close up, followed by Impaire Et Passe, Teahupoo Treks, and just dropped in the mare Ashro Diamond as they approach the first flight, taking them into the straight. And it is Zanny here, going along in the lead from Buddy 1, a big race runner for Jack and Paul Gilligan. Then Impaire Et Passe, the favourite, as they jump to first. After Impaire Et Passe is Teahupoo, with fifth of the 5, Ashro Diamond. Good run to the second flight, and this is Zanny here and Jordan Gainford, going on by 2 to 3 lengths from Buddy 1 and Jack Gilligan. In third place is Impaire Et Passe and Paul Townend, and fourth is Teahupoo and Jack Kennedy, with the back marker Ashro Diamond and Patrick Mullins. Turning in from flights 2 and 3. Zanny here, the leader from Buddy 1 and Impaire Et Passe, the unbeaten star novice of last season, making his reappearance. And then Teahupoo and Ashro Diamond. The leader wasn't great at the second flight, Zanny here, but lost little ground as they race inside their final 2 miles. It's followed by Buddy 1, Impaire Et Passe, Teahupoo and Ashro Diamond, the final couple. Flight number 3, and the final flight next time. Zanny here with ears pricked, much better at the third from Impaire Et Passe, who just jumped into second place ahead of Buddy 1, and then Teahupoo and Ashro Diamond. Circuit to race in the feature Bar 1 Racing Hatton's Grace Hurdle. It's Zanny here, the leader from Impaire Et Passe, nudging into second place from Buddy 1, followed by Teahupoo, the first horse to beat the great Honeysuckle in this race last year, and bringing up the rear is Ashro Diamond. Very little changes as they go uphill to flights 4, 5, and 6, which brings them up to the halfway stage. Zanny here, followed by Impaire Et Passe, Buddy 1, they're together second and third. Teahupoo getting a clear sight of this fourth flight, and then Ashro Diamond. On to the center flight past the stands and the upper run to the top of the tread. Zanny here, followed by Impaire Et Passe, Buddy 1, Teahupoo and Ashro Diamond. As they tighten up, going to number 6, just outside the halfway stage. Zanny here from Impaire Et Passe, Buddy 1 between both Teahupoo and Ashro Diamond towards the inside. Ashro Diamond last seen winning the Grade 1 Mares Novice here at the Easter Festival. 3 lengths covering the 5 as they reach the halfway stage. Zanny here almost joined by Impaire Et Passe in the double greens, followed by Teahupoo just into third from Buddy 1 and Ashro Diamond. Making the downhill run, good run to the next flight, which will be 4 from the finish. Zanny here by 1 length to Impaire Et Passe. Another length back to a trio contesting the third, Teahupoo, Ashro Diamond and Buddy 1. Continuing towards the final mile with 4 left to jump. Zanny here yet to be headed. Impaire Et Passe very close in second, then Teahupoo, who's tracking Impaire Et Passe, his market rival, and then Ashro Diamond, and Buddy 1 just knocked back to be last of the quintet. They continue well tightened up, less than 7 furlongs to go. 4 flights to jump, and it's Zanny here from Impaire Et Passe, Teahupoo next, and then Ashro Diamond and Buddy 1. Approaching the 4th last flight. Just a little over 3/4 of a mile from the finish. Zanny here with jumping up on terms, Impaire Et Passe, who's followed by Teahupoo, Ashro Diamond and Buddy 1. Coming back to the point at which they started, 3 flights left to jump on the Bar 1 Racing Hatton's Grace Hurdle. And it's Zanny here, leading narrowly Impaire Et Passe, Teahupoo in third, and then Ashro Diamond and Buddy 1. 3 left to jump. The flight on the home turn. Zanny here, Jordan Gainford. 1 out from the inside is Impaire Et Passe and Paul Townend, then Teahupoo and Jack Kennedy. Ashro Diamond, Patrick Mullins and Buddy 1, ridden along by Jack Gilligan, last of the 5. Heading for the home turn with 2 flights left to jump. Zanny here with poised on the outside Impaire Et Passe, who's followed through by Teahupoo with very much in touch Ashro Diamond, going on from Buddy 1 as they enter the straight. 2 left to jump, and Impaire Et Passe picks it up on the bend. Teahupoo comes to match him, and then Zanny here, who fades on the inside of Astro Diamond at the second last. Impaire Et Passe the leader, and is starting now to open up from Teahupoo, then Astro Diamond, Zanny here, and Buddy 1 coming out of the final flight. Impaire Et Passe, Teahupoo is not going away on the outside. Back on terms the final flight. Impaire Et Passe over in front. From Teahupoo, they got 200 yards to go. Teahupoo on the outside, showing great resolve as they run up to the last 50 yards. This year is lowering the colours of Impaire Et Passe. Teahupoo wins back-to-back Hatton's Graces. From Impaire Et Passe, Astro Diamond, Zanny here, and Buddy 1.
Let's just bring in Jack Kennedy. What a day he's had. Jack, how much of a thrill was that?
Brilliant, yeah. I think he's after improving on last year. He's a stronger horse this year, so no, I got a great thrill out of that, and he's a pleasure to ride, yeah.
Looked to steadily run affair with Zanny here making the running at a sedate enough pace. Were you reasonably happy at all times?
I was, yeah. I was probably able to make Paul do a bit more than he wanted to be doing, really. So that was kind of playing into my hands a bit, but I made sure I kind of pressed him on good and early, turning into the straight as well, because my lad stays. So no, I was always happy enough, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just let you hop up on the scales there and make it official. Coleman Sweeney just going to weigh Jack in after that win for Teahupoo. Impaire Et Passe looked like he got the better jump at the last, but were you always confident you were going to dig in?
I was a bit slower away from the last, but I had felt kind of halfway between the second last and the last, so I had him covered, but obviously then just a bit slower away, but my lad picked up well and got up to the line again, yeah.
What was the feeling in the camp coming here today? Were you pretty confident that you were going to get a big run out of him?
I was, yeah, because I've been riding him work, and his work is probably better than it was last year. You could tell he was after improving a bit, so I would have been disappointed if he hadn't ran a big race, but at the same time I hadn't any expectations to be beating him either, but no, delighted now that it's all worked out, yeah.
Still only 6 years of age, this fella Jack. Every reason to think there should be more to come. What sort of a season do you think this could set him up for?
Like I said, he's a stronger horse this year, so hopefully fingers crossed this can be a season, so hopefully it's onwards and upwards from here, yeah.
And 3 miles, do you think that is maybe his optimum distance?
Yeah, it is, but he has a bit of class. Like, 2.5 miles now is grand as well. He's a classy horse, so he's not, people probably have him down as a slogger, but he's not just a slogger either. He has a bit of class. So
2 out of 3 in the grade 1. So what was your verdict on Found a 50 earlier?
Found a 50, no excuses, very happy, done everything right throughout the race, settled and jumped great. Maybe a better jump over the last 2 might have helped, but I don't think I'd have beaten the winner either way. I was happy with his run.
Been a bad afternoon though.
No, great, yeah,
thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.